Why is cadence so important for runners? It's one of the best ways to improve efficiency over long distances. If you haven't noticed, pro runners have a high cadence even while keeping a long stride. The benefits to this are running smooth, efficient, and preventing injuries. But what actually is cadence? In simple terms, it's how many times your feet hit the ground in a minute. You can refer to this as steps per minute. Athletes use this to track their performance and running form. 180 steps per minute is considered the ideal cadence. However, this can vary between individuals. Alright, let's get into the detail of how you can improve your cadence to run faster and more efficiently like the pros. Remember, crazy socks always help with your cadence, just like most things in life. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is appreciating that it's going to take time to increase your cadence. You're not going to do it overnight. You're not going to do it in one run. If you try to do it in one run, you're going to get hurt. You're going to feel really weird, and then you're just going to give up. You want to increase slowly, like 5 to 10%, because in the past I've tried to increase my cadence, and I tried doing it on one run, going from what I was normally to the 180 steps per minute. And it just doesn't work like that. You feel super weird. You feel like you're running all tight and tense, and that's not the point of increasing your steps per minute. You want to feel more efficient, looser. You want to feel effective when you're running. And if you're trying to do it in one run, it's not going to happen. All right, so the second thing that you want to focus on is not trying to run faster, but taking smaller, quicker steps. You're not trying to increase your pace at all. You're just trying to increase your steps per minute. So the best way to do that is focusing on smaller, quicker steps. So instead of trying to take super long strides, take a little bit shorter strides and increase that. And as you get more comfortable with increasing your cadence, then you'll get more comfortable with increasing your stride length again, and then you can combine them both. And that's really when the most effective and efficient running comes, and you can really start improving your speed at the same time. All right, so tip number 3 is actually running in lighter shoes. If you think about it, whenever you're doing a faster, quicker movement, you don't want something super heavy dragging you down. In the past, I have ran in Hokas, and those are traditionally gonna be heavier shoes because they're thicker. And yeah, they might help you take shorter steps. They're not gonna help you take quicker steps. In the long term, that's not really gonna help you increase your cadence. And this doesn't mean that you can't run in shoes like Hokas while trying to improve your cadence. It's just not gonna feel as natural and gonna be a little bit more difficult. So maybe on days that you're trying to improve your cadence, run in a lighter pair of shoes, because that will definitely help you. Gotta watch out for the bobcats. All right, so we're on to tip number 4, and this one I think is probably the best one out of all of them, and it's finding a playlist that matches your goal steps per minute. Fighting bobcats and the wind out here. And it's finding a playlist that matches your goal steps per minute. And this basically means if you're trying to run 180 steps per minute, then there's gonna be a playlist. You can find it on Spotify. I'll put up a few right here. And it's finding a playlist that matches the beats per minute of your steps. And there's tons of these. So if you're trying to run 160 steps per minute, go find that on Spotify. There's also 170 and 180. There's tons, and they're gonna be a lot of songs that you actually enjoy and like to listen to. So that's a great benefit as well. All right, so this is kind of a bonus tip, and it's the best way to apply increasing your cadence to your workout. When you're focusing on your workout, you're not gonna be focusing on taking smaller, quicker steps. So it gets kind of lost while running, and you kind of forget about it, and then you realize after your run that you didn't focus on it at all. So what I would recommend, kind of doing it like an interval. You can run 1 minute while focusing on your cadence, shorter, quicker steps at 180 steps per minute, and then you can go back to your normal running for 3 to 4 minutes, and then go back to a minute of focusing on that higher cadence. This wind is insane. Alright guys, that's been another video. I appreciate if you made it this far, putting up with these crazy conditions. If you did, leave a like and then subscribe. Also turn on the bell notification so you can see when I post again. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Big old bobcat.